Hey guys, how's it going? It's Monkey here. So if you didn't watch the last episode, you wouldn't have known this, but I did defeat Mom's Heart, and I had possibly the most overpowered episode I have ever had, and the most overpowered I've ever been in this game. And I unlocked a couple new characters as well in the last episode. I unlocked Eve as well as Judas. So we're going to be using these two characters in the next run through. And I gotta say, Judas is hard. He is very powerful. Because he starts out with more damage than any other character, and he also starts out with the Book of Belial, which what that does is it doubles your damage when you use the book for one room, and it recharges in a few rooms. So it's really, really good. But the problem with Judas is he only starts out with one heart, so you can only get hit twice, and then you're dead. Anyway, there's a tinted rock here, and there's also a key over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow up that to release the key. I don't know if it's worth it to access that golden chest. I think I might just hold off on accessing the golden chest, and the reasoning behind that is, well, golden chests usually only have like bombs or keys in them anyway, so usually nothing good, and I do need a key next floor. Actually, you know what? Second thought, I'm gonna go back and access that chest, because I think the odds of me not even getting a single key next floor for my item room are pretty slim. So we're going to open it up, and that was definitely worth it. I traded one key for 4 cents, 2 bombs, and a key. So that was a good idea. In hindsight, I'm very glad that I did that. Make sure I don't go in the curse room, because I'm very low on health as it is. And we fight Gemini for our boss, which is, you know, that's okay with me. He's a pretty easy boss. Again, another bad thing with Judas is, since I use the Book of Belial, I'm doing a ton of damage, but the bad thing here is that I am quite slow. Judas only has like 2 speed or something that he starts with, so as you saw, I just got hit by the little minion there, and that's just because I'm so incredibly slow. And we get a Spirit Heart as well as a Pentagram, which is even more damage up. So as if I didn't have damage enough, I have even more damage up now, so I'm going to be doing a ton of damage. Make sure I look out for this fire here. I did get a key, so I'm going to go ahead and open my item room and hopefully get something good in there. Hopefully some of these fires will give me coins, bombs, and I believe they can give keys as well. That would be nice. Really, I'm going to have a full room of fires and no drops from them. It's kind of anticlimactic. And we get Telepathy for Dummies, which is a really bad item. I'm not going to pick that up because what it does... Actually, I will pick it up. But what it does is it makes your tiers homing tiers, but it only does it from one room, and it has like a 4-room recharge or something, so it's actually quite bad. The Spoonbender item that gives you homing tiers permanently is a good item, but this item is not, because you can only use it like once every 4 rooms, so not really great considering it's an active item that has the exact same effect as a fairly common passive item, and the passive item of course is way better, so that's why I'm not too impressed with that. And let's try not to take any damage here. I think that would be a good thing. Make sure there's a tinted rock over there. So of course with Judas, hearts are very, very important. Unless I get lucky on the health upgrades, I do not think I have much of a chance to be winning this run. I will need the health upgrades to do that, and I unlocked the secret room there, which does have a slot machine in it, which I don't think I'm going to be spending my coins on. I want to save my coins for either a judgment or a shop. Either of those are a good thing to spend the coins on. This is a difficult room to not take damage in, and you know, I was being the bearer of the future there because I did actually take damage. The bad thing with those jumping guys is if they step in the fire, they turn black, and they you know, grow more powerful, I do believe. So it's always bad to have a fire room with those guys, and we have Sloth here. I'm just going to use the Book of Belial against him because I don't trust myself here, and I want to get him down as soon as possible. I really don't want to be taking any damage, and hopefully the Book of Belial will be recharged by the time I reach the boss, although no promises there. So we get a card, and there's another coin as well. So the card is Strength, which is pretty good, because I think that increases your damage. I don't know how much it increases it. I don't think it doubles it, but it does increase your damage for a room as well as fully heals you. Just red hearts though, and I'm doing just fine on the red heart wise. I have health, just not enough of it, of course. So we're gonna get Monstro here, and I'm just gonna use the strength card. So I will have more damage, and I'll be able to take out Monstro quicker, just to make sure that I don't take any damage here, although I don't think the odds of me actually taking damage against Monstro are very high, since he's quite an easy boss. Anyway, it would be nice to get a devil room, and we unlocked something from the future, which I believe is the Steam boss, and we did get a devil room. I'm not sure how I got a health upgrade there, but I did. So, we can either get the lucky foot, oh yeah, it was just the strength that gave me a health upgrade. We can either get the lucky foot or Guppy's paw. The lucky foot would be nice because that would mean all my pills that I get are good pills, as well as, you know, just give me better item drops. It's pretty much just like making you Kane luck-wise. But I don't think that's worth a full heart since I'm already pretty bad off when it comes to health in the first place. So I'm not going to get any of those two items. I don't want this run to end any sooner than it has to, so I'm just being very cautious here, trying to take out these guys as soon as I can. And also these white eternal flies, they do have a lot of health. I have a feeling if I venture outside where I'm standing in the door here, I'm going to take damage, and I ended up taking damage anyway, so that's okay. I only took half of a spirit heart of damage, so it's not the end of the world, but at the same time it's not great. Would be nice if I had a flying item, but I don't, so I can't get that key. Or Magneto, of course, would work as well, but I don't have either of those. So we have a blood bank here, which is useless, since I don't have the hearts to justify using it. But what I can do is I can blow it up, and I'll get a spirit heart from that, which is pretty nice. And I also have a key. I could access that, use that to access the library, but the library only gives active items, and I have a pretty darn good active item as it is. I don't think I would be trading the Book of Belial for at least any of the other book items. I don't think that is a very good trade, so I will not be doing that. Just make sure I'm very careful here, don't take damage against these flies. And lots of money there. That golden poop had some pretty good drops. So, and these I don't know what they're called, but the things that, you know, chase you around like that around the room, they have pretty weird attack patterns. So let's see, is there anything good in here? No, just a great chest. I'm not going to be looting mob trap rooms if it's just a great chest. The only time I'll be looting them is if there's actually like a good item in there. Otherwise, I just don't think it's worth it at all. Oh my goodness, we get the greed heads, and the problem with these guys is if they damage you, they take away 3 of your coins, and they drop 2 of those 3 coins on the floor. And what is that? I have no idea what that is. Is that the child's heart trinket, I believe? Yes, it is. What this does is it increases your drop for red hearts. I have been learning quite a bit about this game, but red heart drops aren't terribly important considering I only have 1 red heart at the moment to replenish. And we got Harlequin Baby as our item, which is not a great item. It's an okay item. It's not an item that's really going to help me win the game in all likelihood, just because I'm pretty low on health as it is. I don't think I'm going to be getting very far, and I can't go in here, even with my bombs. One thing I really should be looking for is the secret room. And I have a pretty strong suspicion of where the secret room is. So I'm going to go and try to access it. I also have another key, so I guess I could access the library. Actually, I think I'm going to go to the shop. I don't even need a key to get there if the secret room is in fact where I think it is. If it is not, the secret room must be north of the shop then. I don't know where else it would be. So, I thought that was the most likely location for the secret room because it was an empty space surrounded by 4 other spaces. But looks like the secret room is in here, so picking up lots of money. I'm definitely going to be going to the shop now, even though I want to make sure I have a key for next floor, but maybe we'll be able to pick up a key inside the shop itself or a good item. So there's the ladder, which is okay. I'll definitely be buying the spirit heart. Unfortunately, there's no keys here. I'll buy the ladder just because that's going to allow me to access the key outside. And I guess I'll pick up 1 more bomb. Although I probably won't need it, just to be on the safe side, I suppose, so I can access that key now that I have the ladder. The ladder, in most cases, as long as you pick it up pretty early into the game, it will pay for itself because it will mean that you can walk over gaps to reach items that you would not normally be able to do. So look, from the ladder already I've gained 6 cents in a key, so it's nearly paid for itself already in cents wise. And we get the Fallen here, which I'm really not happy about, because this boss, especially since Judas has some pretty low speed, is incredibly difficult to dodge, especially when he splits into 2 of them. With a very low speed character like Judas, and especially a very low health character as well. I should have mentioned that earlier, because I guess that's already apparent. gonna be difficult to dodge. I've already been hit once on this boss, hit twice now. He uses that laser attack so quickly, it's really hard to dodge it. And there's one of them dead, there's two of them dead. So we did get Spirit of the Night, which is a great item to get. That's really going to increase my defense ability quite well. So there's the Spade here, which allows me to skip a floor, basically. I don't think that's worth a heart. And also the Pact, which is also... well, I can't get the Pact because it requires 2 hearts, and I only have 1, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, on to the next floor. So, I mean, items-wise, I think I'm doing okay. I've had a damage upgrade. Harlequin Baby is alright. Spirit of the Night is quite good. But the problem is, I don't have very much health. So, the main struggle here is really, is this going to be, you know, a run I can turn into a success? Probably not, unless I pick up some health upgrades pretty soon, just because, well, the main thing I struggle with in this game is just taking hits. I take hits more often than I really should. I'm going to try my best to be extremely cautious here and not take any more hits than I should. Also, with the Spirit of the Night, another great thing is it gives you spectral tears, which means you can shoot through rocks and such, so it's a lot easier to, you know, avoid damages on bosses, and I can't believe I got hit there. I just wasn't paying attention to this little meat guy at the top. So I'm down to 5 hits until I'm dead, 4 hits till I'm dead, 3 hits till I'm dead. As I've said, you know, in pretty much every commentary I've made about this game so far, the main thing I struggle with is just taking senseless damage that I don't need, and we get Magneto, which is a completely useless item because I have the ability to fly, and the ability to fly also negated the use of the ladder as well. So anyway, we're going to go in here and see if there's anything good. Bum Friend, which is not what I want, and a heart and a card. So the card possibly could be good, odds are it's not. So I'm not even going to bother picking that up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back and pick up this card because the next shop will most likely be green. And it is the Hanged Man, and I already have the ability to fly, so that was 100% useless. Yeah, I'm looking pretty bad here in terms of health. I'm not sure how much longer this run is going to last, but I am going to upload it to YouTube anyway, just because, well, I think it was the first, you know, non-terrible Judas run I've had. The first one I had was very bad, not worth uploading at all, so I didn't worry about that one. And there is an arcade here, which does mean there will be a blood bank. Problem with the blood bank, though, is I only have 1 heart, so I guess I will play the skull game and try to get Fly Love, because that would be a really good item to have. 2 keys, okay, doing pretty well already. There's a heart here, so if I pick this up I can play the blood bank a couple times. Alright, just gotta be careful not to kill myself here. Can I use the blood bank again and not die? I think so. Nope, never mind. You can't do that. I never knew that before, so I really would like to get the blood bag upgrade, though. That would help me immensely. So I'm gonna keep playing this until I can, you know, get some more hearts and then use the blood bank a couple more times, because I think that's very important for my success. So I'm getting lots of keys and bombs, but that's really not what I need. So I'll play this a couple times, try to pick up some spirit hearts, some red hearts, stuff like that, and just use up all my sense. There's a red heart, and this guy also has the possibility of dropping a red heart here, which he does. He drops 2 red hearts, which means 2 more plays on the blood bank, which is a good thing. Make sure to play the skull guy again. 1 more play, and another coin. And I got damaged there again, which is really not a good thing. Okay, so let's continue playing this. Just make sure to pay attention. Are you gonna play? I keep running into this guy. He's not taking my money. I'm not sure what's going on here. Not lucking out with the blood bag as of yet. Getting plenty of keys, though, which I suppose is always a good thing. Would be nice to at least get like a spirit heart or so. Tons and tons of keys. Okay, so in a good situation there. Got a couple more coins, which means a couple more plays. Make sure I don't get hit with a fly here, because I've gotten hit by a couple already in the arcade. That would suck if I died in the arcade. And 1 more try here to get a heart. Nope. And so we're gonna blow you up and blow you up. So a heart did drop, So I got 3 heart drops, which means 3 plays on the blood bank. Nada for the first play. Nada for the second play. What about the third play? Nada for the third play. So, I'm going to blow up the blood bank as well. Possibly get a spirit heart from there. Nope. Okay, so time to go off and fight the boss. I can only get hit 3 times before I die. Pill here. Could be good, could be bad. Telepills. Not all that helpful, but at the same time, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been like a health down. Although I think if you only have 1 heart container left, a health down actually heals you or something like that. I'm just very disappointed in myself this run because, you know, I've had plenty of ample opportunities with all the items I have to, you know, be a little more successful. But I just haven't been able to do it. Nope. I got hit already at Gertie. Forgot to use the Lyle, which might definitely be a good thing. So Gertie is quite an easy boss, I think, but we can get hit 1 more time until death, which probably will happen pretty soon. Make sure I take out that little red thing there so I don't get owned by it. So if I end up surviving this fight, I will need a health upgrade to continue, otherwise this run is probably going to be just about over. And it looks like I did survive Gertie, and I did get a health upgrade. So that's something, that's a building point. We can continue off of this, and we continue into the depths 1. It's just unfortunate that my items, for the most part, have been pretty good, but my health has been pretty bad. So that's just the struggle with Judas, I suppose. Unless you're very, very good at dodging enemy attacks, it's going to be really difficult to succeed with him, or unless you get a lot of health upgrades. So, machine here, what is this called? A fortune teller, that's it. Mom's Pearl, I'm not sure what that does. But the fortune teller does spit out spirit hearts fairly often, so I think it's definitely worth it to play it, and then I'll end up blowing up the machine, and we get the matchstick, which is a pretty useless trinket. And what was this? Telepills. Those could potentially be dangerous, so I'm not going to worry about those. And not taking any damage in this room, which is a good thing. No item drops. And this room looks like it could be problematic. These red spitty guys can deal a lot of damage if you let them get to you. But for the most part, I think I've done pretty well here. So there is a mob trap room, which I will not get unless it's something really good. It's just a gray chest, so I'm not going to worry about that one. I don't think it's worth getting that gray chest there. It would probably end up for us being worse. So I don't know what the Mom's Pearl does trinket-wise, but I'm going to hold on to it just because... Oh, make sure I don't get hit by these things. Not sure what they're called. Grimaces. That's their name. And I did get hit by them. Also a pill. Let's see what it is. Hopefully health up. Tears down. Okay. So, none of our pills have been very helpful so far. We get the fistulas. That's what I call them, because there's a boss called Fistula who looks just like this, pretty much. Try to avoid damage here, not doing the best job of it. It's kind of funny how the ladder activates even when you already have the ability to fly. So there goes my spirit heart. Good game to that. But I should be able to get out of this room. Not dead, which is always a good thing. I should definitely be looking for the spirit room, and we get Loki's horns, which isn't particularly useful, but it's okay. And I believe the spirit room should be right here. Secret room should be right here. Yes, it is. And anything good in here? Quite a bit of money, so I guess if I could access the shop and possibly get a good thing in there, although the shop for this floor is most likely going to be greed, since I've already accessed 2 shops, and neither of them were greed, so I'm guessing the shop will be greed. I think it's like a 50% chance for greed on the depths, so there's a good chance we might run into him, which, you know, even if we do run into him, I feel pretty confident with my ability to beat him. I have to be really, really careful here. Up. Barely not taking damage, and these guys do take a full heart of damage to you. So I teleported out of there because there's no other room to access after that one, and I don't want the run to end here. I want to continue on a little bit longer. I did not feel confident in my ability to defeat that room, so let's continue on. Some jumping guys. It would be nice if they did not step in the fires. I would really appreciate that. It'd also be nice if you didn't slam the ground, but oh well. Let's take out these fires, which can sometimes be difficult to do with spectral tears getting plenty of money. So Again, the shop will probably be greed, but if it's not, I have a good amount of money to spend on it. I'm not going to go back in the room with those guys who shoot fish out of their stomach, just because I'll probably die if I did that. And we get a spirit heart, which is a very, very welcome sign. I could use more spirit hearts, but haven't had a whole lot of them around. Anyway, possibly getting the health upgrade soon would be nice. So let's see, what's in here? What's in this room? Not a whole lot. I haven't found either the shop or the boss room yet, which is a bit odd, I suppose. Just make sure I strafe around and keep my distance from these bombs, because I believe these bombs do a full heart of damage each, which is really bad for me personally. And also there's that grimace in the middle, which also shoots bombs. And it looks like we got out of this room unscathed, so that's a good thing. I have 3 hearts, which is not a good thing, but I'll do my best. Oh, these guys can be quite difficult because they shoot out a ton of flies, which can be difficult to dodge. I will do my best, however. And of course I took damage on one of the regular flies. There's a whole bunch of spitting flies that I've had trouble with in the past. But of course the one that I take damage on is just a regular old fly. Try my best not to get hurt. Only down half of the spirit heart, which is quite good compared to what I usually do in rooms like this. I usually just get completely wrecked. And he should be dead pretty soon. I hate these guys. I think they're called husks or something. I know that, well, there's a boss called the husk, and he kind of looks like them, so I'm going to assume that they're called husks. And we get a spirit heart, which I don't need. A whole bunch of these guys, which are a little bit strenuous because they have a very random movement pattern. I don't think you can really tell which way they're going that easily. So, just barely got out of there without taking damage. And here is the shop, which will probably be greed, but I'm going to go in anyway because he might drop something from me good. I'm not sure. So let's go in the shop and see. It is indeed greed. So, kind of as I expected, I already got hit against him, which I already got hit twice against him. Which is not a good thing, but that's okay. I should be able to get out of this fight alive, hopefully at least. And he spawns a couple little minion dudes. Drops tons of coins, no item though. I'm gonna go back and pick up this other red heart that's in this room, and then we'll head into the boss with a full whopping 2 health. So we'll see how this goes, as long as it's an easy boss, and it's the Mask of Infamy, which many believe to be the hardest boss in the game. So, that's not great. Wasn't, completely thrilled with this boss, but, I will try to defeat it. I will try my best. The problem with the Mask of Infamy is the heart isn't too difficult to defeat, but the mask itself can only be damaged if you hit it in the back of its head. So, I think the best really way to defeat it would be by dropping bombs, and I do have homing bombs. So, just barely alive here, and we do defeat the Mask of Infamy, only taking half of a red heart of damage, which I think was quite good for what it is. And we get the High Priestess, which is an okay card, the Tears Down, which is definitely not something that I want. And let's continue down to the Necropolis 2. Again, Necropolis is quite a bit harder than the Depths, in my opinion, of the monsters that you get during the Necropolis, so that I'm not thrilled about. Have to be really careful during this floor, as these guys do a ton of damage. And we'll take out a couple there with the High Priestess card, and I have half of a red heart left. And haven't had a red heart drop yet, so we'll see how this goes. And we get more of these guys. Luckily they're not the fish ones. I don't know why, but I have more trouble dodging the fish ones. I don't know how I didn't get hit there, because I just did it again. I just walked right through his little beam. I somehow didn't get hit. But hopefully we'll get a heart drop here. Nope, 2 bombs. I'm gonna go back to here. I have plenty of bombs, so let's see if we can't blow this up and see if this is the secret room. And it is indeed, so hopefully it has hearts in it. Nope, but it does have the Ankh, which is also a good thing, because that means if I die, I respawn as the blue baby. So, if I do die, it won't be quite game over. I will have, well, I think the possibilities of death are actually quite high right now. But, I should say when I die, it won't quite be game over. And speaking of death, I think this room very well might be game over. So I'm going to be using, the Book of Belial here. And yes, of course, I died. But I respawn as the blue baby, and I have 5 spirit hearts, which is actually quite generous. I'm gonna see if I can't find the item. The monsters I have found on this floor have been pretty bad for the most part, quite difficult. So let's see if I can't survive this room. I think 5 spirit hearts is quite generous, considering I just died. I thought it would only be like a couple spirit hearts. I had no idea it would be this many. So these monsters are some of my more frustrating enemies in the game. Unless you have the fly love, then they're not too bad. Anyway, with Blue Baby though, I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't use HP upgrades. All HP upgrades and such just count as spirit hearts. So that's a thing, I guess. Can make it a bit more difficult when you are Blue Baby. I don't have the Blue Baby character unlocked quite yet. Hopefully, I will soon. And that monster blew up right, and we get more husks or whatever they're called. Quite a few of these guys. I'm definitely going to be going in the arcade after this, as I have a lot of cents, and I definitely want to be spending those and trying to get some more spirit hearts just so I might not die on this floor. This requires ultimate concentration to not get KO'd, but I'm doing my best, and of course I walked right into that maggot there. I could have easily avoided it, but I walked right into it like a fool. And we're almost done with this room, only taking half of a heart of damage, which I think is pretty good for what it is. Let's go in the arcade now, safety, and we do get a fortune teller machine, which is a very good thing, as they have the ability to drop spirit hearts. So I do not want to be picking up the tick. Is Magneto going to pull it towards me? That's the problem. I do have Magneto, so I don't know if Magneto pulls it towards me. I don't remember what the tick does, but I just know that once you, it's not a great upgrade, and with the tick, once you have it, you cannot use any other trinkets, so that's the reason why I don't want it. I guess if I do pick it up, it won't be the end of the world, because, I guess, it definitely would be a good thing if this machine drops some spirit hearts for me. It's supposed to have a pretty high drop rate of them. 2 of spades. I'm not sure what that does. It increases your bombs or keys or something. The keys, it doubles your keys. Okay, so I now have 22 keys, which means I have pretty much all the keys I could ever want. 2 clubs doubles your bombs, so I have 16 bombs now. And 22 keys, so that's quite good. Goat's hoof, not amazing. I don't remember what that one does. Anyways, it would be nice just to get some spirit hearts. That's the reason why I'm playing this machine, is attempting to get some of them. We get another card. Let's see if I can't pick it up. The Emperor, which teleports me to the boss room, which is not something great. Anyway, it's kind of annoying how these machines drop all of these trinkets. Let's see if I can't pick up that card. Judgment, which is definitely something I wanted. And let's waste all of our money on Judgment, because his drops tend to be a lot better. And then after that, I will blow up everything in here. And he gives me the Anarchist Cookbook, so Judgment was pretty disappointing. It's not what I wanted, and let's blow up this machine, try to get a spirit heart drop from it. We were not successful. Finally, let's blow up this machine, see if we can't get something from that. We get a bomb and a key. So I have the Emperor card, and I will use that card. I think the missing page is actually decent, so I'll take that one. I don't know what most of the trinkets do, but the Emperor card, as soon as I find my item room, I will immediately just head off to the Emperor card. Use the Emperor card, I should say. So I pick up a Spirit Heart here, which is a welcome sight. I have plenty of keys and bombs, so might as well open the shop, I suppose. Since I have Spectral Tears, Wrath should be no problem. Since I can just hide behind the rocks and he can't get at me, I can just shoot right over the rocks with my Spectral Tears, of course, and he can't really do a whole lot. So Spectral Tears definitely make Wrath a very easy boss. He's, you know, definitely one of the easier bosses, mini-bosses that is, even without them. But yeah, one of my more favorite ones to find, just because I'm not very scared of him or taking damage from him. So yeah, 5 Spirit Hearts. No, I'm not in the worst situation in the world. I'm definitely going to need a lot more to defeat Mom's Heart. I'm not going to be able to defeat Mom's Heart as it is, but there's always the possibility that this could end up being a winning run. So we get a Troll Bomb and a regular bomb from defeating him. And we're going to have to go back and fight one of those rooms. I believe the southern one had 3 husks in it, so that's going to be Excuse me, I'm a bit congested here. That's definitely going to be a challenge, so I'm definitely going to use the Book of Belial on this room, because otherwise I'm really going to struggle. So I think it's very important to, you know, maximize the damage output just to make this room a bit easier. Trying my best to dodge. Not working out so well, but yeah, Book of Belial makes this room that much easier. So that's looking pretty good so far. You know, I thought this room would be a lot more difficult, but I'm doing pretty well. I also you know, there are 2 secret rooms in each floor, and since I have so many bombs, I might as well go look for the other one. There's always a secret room and then a top secret room. The secret room is always surrounded by, I believe, 3 or more rooms around it, and the top secret room is always never surrounded by any other rooms. So I'm definitely going to go off in search of that one. I finally did get hit at the very end when this room was almost complete. I got hit, which was a fail, but regardless, we get some hangers here, which are actually quite, you know, difficult enemies to dodge sometimes, since they do have those eternal flies around them, which, you know, eternal flies have a lot of health, so that's always a bad thing. Anyways, just taking out those hangers, that's not too bad. I think that's actually the first time I've seen those enemies in person. Let's see if there's anything good in this room. Golden chest. You know, I could open up, but the odds are that that golden chest would probably only contain a key or something like that. So we're going to check over here, see if this is the top secret room, and it is not. I'm going to check in a few more places just to see if I can't find it, because that would definitely help me out. One place I could check is actually in the arcade. I do believe that secret rooms can spawn next to the arcade, although I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe not. Alright, we'll check this room as well, see if the other secret room is here on the other side. I'm not sure if secret rooms can spawn next to mini-boss rooms, but it sure didn't in this case. There's a couple other places where it could be. I kind of don't want to go to that far north room, because I believe there's the fish shooting guys out of their stomachs in that room, and I'd rather not have to face them unless I absolutely have to. So there's 2 possible locations where this could be, and there's traps here which actually move quite fast, which is always a bad thing. I'm not even gonna bother with checking the east side, or I mean west side. I'm just gonna head on straight through. Let's waste our sense here, see if we can't get a spirit heart or 2. A regular heart, that's not too helpful. Spirit heart would be nice, I would not argue with that. No such luck, and I guess I'll just blow this up, because sometimes they can drop spirit hearts when they blow up, but nope, just a whole bunch of coins. And we get, what was this guy? Whoa, don't kill me, bro. And we get the one of the horsemen people, and all he does is charge at you. And there is a chest in the middle there, although I think going for that chest would be suicidal. So our love here is, our item here is an attack fly, which isn't great. You know, I much would have preferred, I don't know, Book of Revelations would have been a really great card to use in this situation. So there's nowhere else I need to go, and I don't want to risk damage by heading out outside of this room where there are traps. So I'm just going to use the Emperor card to teleport straight to the boss fight, which is going to be Mom. As always, because it is always Mom. And it is a blue version of Mom, which is the hardest version of Mom, actually. And I did not use the Book of Belial, which is a fail. Because what the blue version of Mom does is a champion version that only spawns Wrath of the Lamb enemies. So that can make her quite a bit harder. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of my bombs here, since I do have homing bombs. I might as well use them, since they can really, really help increase my odds of winning this fight. I'm doing a good amount of damage, but at the same time, I am very, very low on health, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be surviving this fight. I will try my best, and, well, I got caught behind Mom's leg, and I couldn't see, and a spider attacked me. So I died on the Mom's fight. I think for the most part that run was pretty good, except for the fact that I just could not get any health upgrades. I could not catch a break when it comes to health, and that is really what screwed me in the end. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode, which should be coming out soon, and where I will try out Eve in that run. And farewell.